So this video shows the inside of the switch box of the heat pump on top of the unit. As we've mentioned, this is the inverter PCB. So you will see the power comes in from the main terminals onto these three cables. So you have live in black, neutral in white, and earth in green. So this is 240 volts coming in. You will then see that what happens is that there is a small cable here, which is 12 volts DC. This comes across, and it comes across into the PCB down onto this point here in the PCB here. CN34 is the 12 volt power supply for the PCB. The main power for the main PCB comes off here. You have a blue and a red cable off here. You can see they're labeled neutral out and live out, and they come across through this toroid, through this cable here into a plug here. So you've got your live and neutral and an earth cable, and you have a 6.3 amp 20mm fuse for this PCB here, which is easy to replace. If we now work our way around the PCB, you can see what everything's for. So let's start with the inverter. The first thing here is these two red cables go to the reactor, which is in here. These never go wrong, so there will not be a problem. You see U, V and W, which are the three cables which go off through the casing down into the compressor on front here. You will also see here that you have a 3-core cable, red, white and black. This is the communication cable. No, it's not, it's the fan motor. So this is the fan motor that goes over to the fan over on the side down here. So that is the whole of the inverter PCB as one. On the main PCB, if we start from this corner here with the power and work our way around, you'll see lots of empty plugs which are not used. We've already mentioned that this plug here is the communication cable, the 12 volt cable to bring low power into the board. The next cable we have here, which is in plug CN21, this one goes out to the switch box, and this is the PC, it's not the PC monitoring. This is the P&Q communication cable out into the switch box on the end. These are not used. This cable here goes out into the switch box. This is the PC monitoring, so for the computer to connect to the unit, which you can see is down the bottom. I can't see the pin number. You're then working your way out to here. So this one here, you can see is CN1, which is the high pressure switch, the mechanical high pressure switch. The next one here is the high pressure sensor in red and the low pressure sensor in blue. They are plugs number CN29 for low pressure and CN28 for high pressure. The next one is TAI, which is this cable here. This is this temperature of their inside, and if you look, it terminates over here, and there's a little sensor which is measuring the temperature of the switch box. The next sensor after that one you can see is CN4, which is the evaporator temperature, so the suction temperature. The next one is TS, which is suction temperature. The next one after that is CN3, which is the compressor discharge temperature, so TD1. Then you have TAO in yellow, plug number CN7, which is the air sensor on the back of the unit here. You then work your way along. You can see that this cable here, which is red plug, which is CN8, which they call LEV. This is the expansion valve motor. Connect to CN10 next to it, which is red, white and blue, is a comms cable which comes across and communicates with the inverter PCB here. Then when you work your way along here, you can see CN54 or 56, which is the heater for the compressor. And then you see the green plug, which is CN25 with the red cables, which is the heater for the tray. Once you work your way along here, last one, CN16, is the 4-way valve down inside the unit.